Hey yo, what's up?
Hola, ¿qué me estás?
Taboo, trends, anything and everything. You can watch us every single week on YouTube and Facebook. This is No Filter in Paradise.
Listo el pollo.
We good? Are we recording?
No, vara.
Dude, this conversation gonna go anywhere. Like, to be honest, anywhere.
Pero good conversation.
Like, 100%.
Let's go.
Peace and love. Namaste. Bitches.
Back bitches.
Let's go.
I feel so yoga-ish.
What? Yeah, I don't know why he keeps using namaste.
I
Everything.
know.
I'm gonna go take a shit. Namaste.
Okay,
I'm like,
I don't say that. That's
I don't
gross.
know. I don't know.
But I tell all my colleagues all the time, I'm like, guys, peace and love. And today, one of my colleagues sent me like a screenshot of like me being her sunshine person. Look at fucking me. Like, what the fuck?
I like your new shirt. Where'd you get it?
Ugh.
You're welcome. Lisbeth, I'm assuming we're recording.
Let's do it.
All right, wait, where's the camera? Over here. Hey, yo, what's up?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Guys, welcome back to another episode of No Filter in Paradise, a show about anything and everything between two friends. One is straight and the other.
Hella gay.
Whee!
Ow.
Guys, welcome back to the episode. Today we have a special guest all the way from the, I was going to say the island, God, from Holland. Right?
Holland. Right
From-
now, yeah.
Right
now
now.
from Holland.
Come through.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks, man.
Okay, so give us like an introduction.
Yeah. For the people who don't,
For the people that don't know.
like,
Oh.
who are you? What do you do?
Okay, Levi Silvanie. People know me from making music.
100%.
Actually, honestly, I think people know my music and people don't know
Know
me.
who you are.
Exactly.
So I
Are you
think,
like
I think it's fair to say people know me from one song, Jeez Me Miss. And that song pretty much made me world famous only on the islands. But yeah, aside from music, I'm a dad.
No kidding. That part I didn't know.
Creative.
Creative mind.
I always wanted to be able to do whatever the fuck I want, basically.
Isn't that what we all want?
Yeah,
Like, just live a life that you create on my terms, and if I'm happy, I'm happy.
dude, that. So aside from music, I try to stay creative as much as possible, and I think parallel to just that freedom is a profound need to empower and inspire people to, just self-improve. That's it. And whether
Facts.
it's just on an individual level or brand level or business level, that's what I'm really passionate about. So in the last 2 years, I've found myself also in the business of helping businesses, brands, and personal brands just
Nice.
do their thing, because I'm passionate about that. So yeah.
So, like you said,
Sick.
besides your music, you do other, like, art stuff, you just said?
Yeah, just for instance, right now I'm flirting with fashion. I don't know yet where it's gonna end, but I've always been into it, but I've never really like dived into it. I think it was like, just the fear of uncertainty.
That's something everybody
It's
has.
that comfort zone, like getting out of the box and
Yeah.
like, let me just fucking try it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a perfectionist. I'm definitely a control freak, and the thing is, like, I've noticed when you come from a small community, and in my case, before I ever like came to prominence as an artist myself, my parents were like huge as a gospel duet. So I come from the notion of how being in the spotlight looks like.
Yeah.
And when you're kind of walking in the footsteps of, your parents doing it, you have like this pressure.
It's a
on you.
pressure.
And that, on top of being a perfectionist yourself, anything else you wanna, dabble in, becomes like this. Okay, I'm not gonna do this if I'm not sure I'm gonna kill it. So I think now I'm past the point where I don't really care. I just want to do things that
make you happy.
Yeah, that's it.
You overthink too much. That can kind of mess you up.
I think I've been at the leaving overthinking na lose ko ra to sige bye. Like, I was well at it, yeah.
I mean, I do feel like being a perfectionist or an overthinker can really, I don't want to say kill careers, but like you overthink it so much, you think about all these 5,000 scenarios that where things can go wrong. In the meantime, nothing can go wrong, but you can't help yourself. Like I sometimes have that same problem. Like if I have to make a YouTube video, like it's not like if you see it, it's perfect. I see it, no, it's not. Like this needs to change, that needs to change. I'm not gonna post it. Yeah. But like,
and I'm different with my content. Like in my content, I feel like if I can watch it over and I can laugh, to me, then it's good. Like I'm like, fuck it, shit, yes.
But like any joke you make, you're always gonna laugh to yourself.
Not all the time. Like some things, like if I do something and I feel like I'm not proud of it, like myself, I'm like, nah, fuck this. Like this is a no go.
I agree with that though. Like and yeah, whatever. I'm a genuine fan of the shit I make.
Yeah.
Right?
That's like of your own shit.
Yeah. You have to enjoy it.
Yeah. So there's a crazy side to it though, because like 9 out of 10 times after a show or whatever I do, people ask me like, "And how do you feel? You feel excited?" And I'm always like the
coldest, like whatever.
Yeah, it's great. Because like my moment of excitement was like 2 months ago or a year
when
ago.
when the song was finished, like, whoa, this is
In the
amazing.
moment where you're creating it,
Yeah.
you're like, this is gonna kill.
Yeah.
And that's the difference with like what we do and with music is that you can do something and it can just sit there marinating for so long. And like our content is like, it's coming out next week, so we good. We're excited now, and you're gonna be excited too next week, so it's good.
No, true.
So yeah, like I've made like the song with Ginger, and like it was like a year ago we did the song.
It just came out like.
I'm like, I'm so over it now at this point. I was like, whatever, fuck that, shut up.
But the thing is, like when you put it out, then you'd be like, yo, this song is cool. I'm like, bro,
And that's,
I've been
like,
doing this
it's
since
like-
last year. Like I'm
Like,
done
shut
with
up,
this
like,
song.
I'm so over it.
Yeah.
But how do you try to, if you try, but how do you contain that pure in the moment feeling though, even when it's been so far? Do you ever like get that feeling again, like once?
Why does everybody want to interview
No.
me?
Listen, it's a conversation. No, I think it's
No,
more
but-
about like me personally. Like if I made a YouTube video, like I made it like a month ago, and I released it today. My excitement is by seeing you excited about like, yeah, let's go. That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what my thing is. Like if I can make you smile and make you laugh, or get some sort of value from what I make, that it's a high for me. And I'm like, fucking promote this shit. Let's go. Like it gets me going again, you know?
Yeah.
That's for me. I don't know how it is for you or you.
Like I feel like I kind of got that reaction. Like if like when people, you know me and my ego, people feed it, I'm good. Like if when people were like, oh my god, you killed it, or like you did it, I'm like, okay.
They won't ego with Simang. Like don't even.
Like I love myself so much that like to me it's like whatever. Like yes.
Have you ever met Shark before today?
No.
No.
Only on IG.
And I was just thinking, I was like, this feels like deja vu. Like I feel like we've already met. Like we've done this. Like I don't know.
We're just chilling.
Yeah.
But Shark is, I've said this multiple times before. Like I don't think there's anybody that I know on Aruba that has the confidence level. And it's not ego. It's just he's so confident in himself. He doesn't give a fuck. Like I like it. If you don't like it, that's on you.
Well, funny story. Like the first time I saw you, I think I saw this show.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but
You saw the show.
yeah.
Not sure. You saw it. Let's go.
No, but-
Clip this part. Let's go.
Yeah. I saw it and I thought it was something from, the States or like not from the islands. Like,
Yeah.
literally.
Let's go.
So
That's what we want.
I remember watching it, but it was like a couple of seconds, right?
Yeah.
And then when Jayon did the opening, I saw you guys again, and I was like, wait, what? So, yeah, I feel you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there is,
I
I
love
mean,
the egos.
I mean, our thing is like, wait, what? Our egos? I don't have an ego, okay? I'm down to earth here, okay?
Try to bring you in, but
Okay,
whatever.
thank you. I'll take it. Let's go.
No,
My ego lasts for like a few hours. Then
I
I,
already
okay.
took it back.
My dad bring like, oh, been back, been back, ibo. Pero, damn. Nah, pero like our goal with this show as well, like, that's one reason as to why we do it in English, because we do want to go abroad. We do want more people.
Bigger reach.
Yeah, it's a bigger reach for us, and it's like at the end of the day, they see like No Filter in Paradise. Where the fuck is Paradise? And then they're gonna link us back to Aruba. That's what we want. It's like, oh shit, like what? Where the fuck is?
And the fun about it also is that it's paradise, so we can just go anywhere, like
Yeah.
any of the islands, and just be like, hey, we
Chillin'.
got No Filter here.
Where are you from? I never asked. Could have guessed like mas hindi accent
You had the
like
accent.
invest na punto na
You had the accent.
So let's go a little bit back in time then. Like so, how you were born in Curaçao? How long did you stay in Curaçao before you left?
Till I was 18,
Then you went to Holland. How old are you now?
almost 35.
Did you go to? Wow. Oh wow. Okay.
You
Is
from
that
Kidao, no?
Come through 35. Yes.
Careful, huh?
Shut up. Not like that. Oh my God. No.
Why do you think Shark always
I'm not like
Shark
that.
always requests put the guest next to me? Okay. If it's a guy, put it next to me.
That is not true. That's a lie.
Well, how do you know? How you know? He's never gonna know.
You're so stupid. That's not true. Just FYI. It's really not true, guys. Everybody. Like,
It's scary. We don't know that. But
Whatever.
so yeah, so you left at 18, and you've been in Holland ever since.
did you go to study to Holland?
That was the front, yeah.
That was the front.
Basically, just running away, like literally running away.
Where are you running from?
Well, I think life as I knew it, and at that point, and not only as I knew it, but life as I interpreted it. You know,
Okay.
like I said earlier, I come from a. It's fair to say an important family in the community of Curacao, and fair to say important family in the community of the islands, especially from religion point of view, because my parents, you know, a gospel duet, did a lot for the community, even in Netherlands. But I never really enjoyed being in the spotlight as a kid because as we were famous and important and whatnot, we were poor, like literally poor.
It's just like a front, like social media nowadays. Everybody looks like Gucci bags, but in the reality, your bank account zero.
Literally, you know. So there was, for me personally, and I don't know how my siblings experienced this, but for me personally, it was like living a double life. And at a certain point, I just started to hate my life, you know. And I didn't know that that was the case, but I just knew the first moment I realized that actually I'm in the position to decide to just leave this.
Peace out.
Literally.
You took it.
I took it. No plans, no ideas, no sense of responsibility. I just left. And yeah,
That's like a boss ass move. Like just like yo, peace out. I don't know what's gonna happen,
Bro,
but
like-
I'm out.
you could say that, but nowadays, if I can go back, I would skip that move. Like, period.
Really? But what?
Really?
Well, just being able to at least have a plan or have some type of accountability would have been a lot better. You know, that's it.
So what? Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
What about the move was so not good? Like,
I was
Well-
gonna ask the same thing. Yeah.
So, arrived in Amsterdam, of all places to choose.
Start.
You
Yeah.
know, like I've never been. Okay, I've been.
oh
in
wait,
the
you have to talk in the
Netherlands.
mic.
Yeah, I've been in the Netherlands, but from all the cities I knew, I chose Amsterdam. I don't know why. Got there, and I used to be extremely introvert. So when I got to Amsterdam, I was staying near one of the most heavy prisons,
Oh
and
God.
What?
yeah,
Not the
and it was
prison.
like a container. They call it container woning. So it's like you're living in literally a container that they turn into like a studio apartment.
Wait, I feel like I've been to this place before.
The same way we've done this before.
No, I feel like. Anyways, continue. I just had like a flashback when I went to Holland. I went to with a friend. We visited a friend that lived like it was a bunch of. It was like work all
Yeah,
over,
yeah, literally.
and like containers like on top of each other with stairs.
Yeah.
It looked like a maze.
Probably the same
Maybe it's
spot.
that. Maybe that's.
Bro, I
it.
was in jail. Like,
Probably the same spot. So the jail is literally like, yeah, around the corner.
oh
So,
whoa,
Oh shit.
It's a rough
for
neighborhood,
me,
my
that
friend.
was like culture shock number one. Like Amsterdam, the city itself, amazing, but too busy for
me.
me.
Somebody's like laid back.
And living in that situation, I come from a family, 6, brothers and sisters.
Wow.
So going from that to container by myself,
No clue.
So within, I think, a month, I moved from Amsterdam, but it wasn't like moving in the sense of, oh, I organized it and I moved and I, uitgeschreven.
You have a map.
The
That's,
same way I moved from Curaçao to Amsterdam,
Holland.
Yeah.
I moved from Amsterdam to The Hague. So when I did that, I was literally piling up letters and financial issues and all of that.
Oh,
So like
shit.
in the first 2 years of my life in the Netherlands, I've done a lot of stupid shit that wasn't necessary. That got me into troubles with taxes and just
I know the
finan-
last thing I heard is
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And also like using studiefinanciering money.
for something else.
Yeah, stuff if you don't know, you don't know.
Correct.
You kind of know, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's just the world opens up for you. I've never had money like that every month.
Coming
my
in
pocket.
like, whoa, it's
especially
free, it's like
your
free
financial
money.
background coming from where you came from. Like this is like
Oh,
I'm
yo,
rich.
I'll see you at the restaurant. I'm buying.
Literally.
What's okay? Like, little quick segue. What's one tip you can give to anybody that's going to Holland this year? What would it be?
I think the biggest one is having some type of accountability partner. It doesn't have to be a parent because sometimes we don't have that type of relationship with our parents. But have someone that you can literally go like, yo, I don't know what to do right now.
Yeah.
Advice. What would you do? That's important. This is the crazy part, and I'm gonna shit on studiefinanciering right now, but
Go for
it's
it.
okay. The crazy thing
Gonna come
about
after
it
you.
is-
Perfect place to say it.
no, but like the crazy thing is this, like when we went there, you kind of get assigned someone that is supposed to have that
Yeah.
role,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what this person did
Just dump you.
was take us to the red light district. So that was
Where can I sign up? What? I'm going with my girlfriend.
bro, like
Talking about the damn students.
Oh, I'm a student.
That is so disrespectful.
I mean, listen. When you're young, that's like, it's like, oh my god, I'm here. Like,
I'm sending my damn kid to the expensive ass school with this expensive ass finances to go to school, and you want to tell me you're going to the red light? You're going to take my kid to the red light district?
well, maybe
No.
maybe I overdid it, but it was part of a tour, and for me, that was the thing that stuck the most. Like let's show you guys Amsterdam, and then we end up there. And for me, again, being an introvert,
yeah. You're like, what the?
that was like all types of red flags. So for me, there was no way I'm gonna open up in that
That scenario.
because it wasn't my
It wasn't your vibe. It wasn't your
at all.
little circle.
I would have been the party pooper, and
Yeah. Hey, Mika Bekas.
literally, so
Becas.
yeah. So my advice would be find that, because I think regardless, not only in that moment in life, but at any moment in life, even now, I have a accountability partner in terms of, business, because I'm very much interested in, having successful businesses. But then I look to people that have done that, So I think regardless at any stage in life, it's good to have, people that you can kind of, brain with.
Keep you in line
mastermind.
too.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
last week you said this. Where is it? You didn't do it.
Exactly.
And like, thank you for even like mentioning it, because I feel like a lot of students or a lot of people don't even talk about like the dark side or like the other side of like student living. Like, no, everybody just paints like a pretty narrative. Like, oh, I live in Holland now. I have my own place. Like, I'm living. I'm going to school. But like, a big percentage of these people don't even get a diploma. They don't come back with a diploma. Most of them struggle like so much with so many different things. They're like, the weather is so depressing. You're just locked up in this little cage box, and you're just in there, and it's like school back there, studying. You have like these exams.
Social pressure.
It's
Yeah.
like
Parents' pressure.
There's a lot of things that nobody really actually talks about that students have to go through, and it's like, especially coming from like the islands, it's a huge culture shock coming from
Yep.
here. Your parents take care of you up until you're a fucking get married, and then you and your wife can come and live here in the house even.
Yeah.
Compared to there, it's like, you're on your own, and you have to pay taxes for this, you have to pay taxes for breathing, you have to do this. I know you need a phone, so you have to get a phone plan. You need this, You need a bus card so you can go to school, get to your classes on time. You're like, it's a lot of responsibility just poured up on like a student for like, okay, yeah, thank you, that too, okay, yeah, all right. Now,
Peace out. I'm gonna drop out.
Success.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, and it used to be worse. I think it's not the same anymore, but it's still a huge step. And the crazy thing that I'm seeing right now, it seems like the students moving from the islands to the Netherlands are younger and even more unprepared. Like,
Oh, that part I don't know. Like, I mean, I never studied abroad. Like, I don't know. But there's this, I forgot his name, but
sorry,
you did not just do
Shut the
that.
hell up.
Yo, we have you on camera. What are
Shut
you talking
up!
about?
Just keep it moving. Like, oh, why do you always want to talk?
That's disgusting.
Shut up.
So I don't remember his name. Sorry, he's actually a friend, but like he does Compass. We had him on Vatapa King.
Yeah.
Like, from my understanding, what they're trying to do is there is like a stichting, I think, in Holland right now of local like Arubans and I don't know who else is part of it, and they help students that are going for the first time. It's like what you needed, like somebody who's not gonna take you to the red light district. You know, like they're gonna show, okay, come to us. This is the housing. Here's what you have to do. Here's your responsibility. So that's why they call it compass, like compass.
Yeah.
They're gonna help. Like, all right, we're gonna help you your first year, and then try to get you through this bullshit, so you don't end up like dropping out in 1 year. Wish I remember his name.
That's good though. Like, I feel like that's.
He should be on the show when he's in
super
Aruba.
much
We're gonna
needed.
invite him because like a lot of people need that shit.
yeah, man.
But I want to talk about your
Why?
music. How did you? I mean, obviously your family, your parents, yada yada yada. But how did you like decide like I'm gonna do my own thing? Like, when did that start? How did it start? What inspired you to start? It's like a lot of questions. I'm sorry.
How long?
I just saw you. I saw you like looking at his watch. I'm like,
How long do we have?
no,
do we start?
listen. What time is it? We have. I have 45 minutes.
Let's go.
No, true story. Like being raised in a family, a musical family, a family of music, was for me a blessing and a curse. A blessing because, you know, the it's in the DNA.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, a curse because I literally, and now you know more, introvert, being a family in the spotlight, broke. And I was the middle child also. And being a middle child is you're too young, but you're too old.
Yeah.
You're old enough to know better.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So so for me, music started when I was born, you know, but I never really chose to pursue music as a career up until a couple of years ago. So actually, after my career started, and how or why you ask probably. When I moved to the Netherlands after moving from Amsterdam to The Hague, my goal was, because I dropped out, by the way. So that was the next thing I did.
Oh,
after.
shit.
So I never went to school. I tried several times.
I'm not gonna lie. Why do we have a lot of people on our show that are following their passion? One thing they have in common. Oh, I dropped out of school.
everybody dropped
Yeah.
out.
Both of us too. Freddie just said it as well. Let's go. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, there's something there, but maybe the next episode. But yeah, so coming back to, you know, going to The Hague was part of the goal was to, I wanted to study interior designing, but in that same year, that was when the crisis happened, and right in that moment, we had like a workshop, and one of the teachers said, so yeah, basically after you finish this course, you'll be out of work due to the crisis, and to be able to be successful, you have to like build your own business.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I was
build your
like,
brand.
I'm not gonna waste like 4 to 6 years
Studying for something.
studying and then to figure out how I'm gonna be successful at this. See you later. And my only safe place was music. And I was a drummer. I'm officially a drummer. So I started working multiple jobs with one mission in mind, take all of that money, go to festivals, clubs, parties, and try to get in the VIPs or get to where the musicians are with one question. Hi, my name is Levi. Where can I make music here? And I was the awkward guy because I'm not a party guy at all.
The introvert guy, like walking.
Yeah, so I would eat, no, listen.
Hey, guy, my name is Levi. How can I get a song?
No, but seriously, that's how it went. And actually, funny enough, now I just realized that it was a random dude from Aruba. Actually, told me, "Hey, yeah. So, what do you do?" I play the drums. So there's like this club in Scheveningen. It's called Crazy Pianos. You should check it out. I went home, straight home, got online, check if I can,
Get a booking.
apply.
Yeah.
They only had like the regular, hiring, chef, cook, like
Yeah.
waiter.
Nothing with the music.
I did everything. 2 days afterwards, got a call. Oh wow, it's an honor. You can do all of these things.
Oh shit.
Oh. What did you get?
I went with my guitar. Can't play guitar because again I don't know what the place is about at all. I just went. So
So you own a guitar and not know how to play it?
Bro,
I love your determination, though.
listen, I have a guitar at home and one strong and I put it back.
But you're also not a musician, so I can get it for you.
I can sing.
Let's not lie.
yeah, so the interview was weird because as I was just basically sitting there and hearing the lady talk about how happy she is that she found like a multitasking
Talented.
Person.
you know,
Jokes
Oh
on
my
her.
God.
I was just waiting for her to, take a breath to honestly say like I lied. I only want to make music. So that happened and it went really bad. So she went full blown from appreciation to racist mode like in 2 seconds.
What?
But anyways, when she finished her rant, she was like, yeah, but what can you do? And I saw a drum set on the stage. I told her, yeah, I can drum a little bit. So she said, like, listen, if you hear back from us within 2 months, if you haven't heard from us within 2 months, forget it. I think within 2 hours she called me and told me, okay, tomorrow night you have an audition. Be there 11 p.m. Don't be late. Went there, got there.
Sounds like a movie.
Yeah, I'm like, bro. Like,
Yeah, so I got there. There was like a waiting line that night. 1,500 people in the club.
What?
And I had to.
In the club. I thought like a line of people like applying. I'm like,
Yeah,
No, in the club.
Waiting to get in. So I thought, it's the Netherlands. You get like this, the Voice of Holland type of,
yeah. Backstage,
audition.
like, yeah.
Yeah. So it was like a normal club night. The place is called Crazy Pianos. So the audition, if you suck, you get booed off. So
Oh,
the guy
shit.
that went before me did like conservatory and everything. So like he's a full-blown real-ass musician, booed off. So anyways,
whoa.
Here come introvert
Imagine, like,
you
you're-
going up
I'm
next,
like, I got this. Let's go. I'm like, wait, he just got booed? Like, can I leave? Like, when's the next train out of here?
so yeah, I did my audition, 4 or 5 songs after that. The owner called me off and told me like, oh, so you want to work here, right? I said, yeah, sure. So you start tomorrow.
No, you got the job.
Yeah.
That was
Let's
it.
go.
So that was the first part of my career. My professional career as a, let's say, an artist or a musician started there. But then almost a year after that, actually this exact week, Queen's Day on the 28th, so a day after the Queen's Day, due to overload on working, playing back-to-back shows, driving home, fell asleep, crashed. And yeah, I was lucky to walk away scratchless from that.
Oh shit.
Since that moment,
I should make a movie about you.
yeah,
Like, hey, Mario.
I'm so into
Listen,
this.
you made that music video with him. I know you can make a documentary. I know you're working on something.
Whoa.
Stuck to Mario real quick.
let's speak that into life, man.
Yeah, dude, 100%. It could be honestly, your story, if they made, let's say, a biography, it's like, así na mo kumisa, sa aking background, mas struggle assim, kung kumita awe, I'm sure there's a lot of people on the ABC Islands who can be like, fuck, man, like I can't like.
But Mario Gonzalez, like that's the one.
Yeah, I think because he's from
He would
Aruba.
murder. He would murder that.
He's
Like
good at story. And listen, Mario made your last music, one of your last music videos, right?
And not the last one.
I'm in it. No, I'm in the music
come
video.
through, Mario.
I don't know if you know.
Oh, it's you.
I'm in it. I just didn't have a beard back then. Now I do.
And you know, the whole time we've been watching, I was like, "But who's this guy?" Like,
Wait, you know everybody else besides this bald, handsome-looking guy in
exactly.
a hoodie? I have to be in a hoodie too, just not this hoodie. Actually,
Oh, cool, man.
have you seen this, right?
Small world.
Right there. Hey.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah, we're not gonna show you that.
Your dance moves.
It's not me. They had a choreography.
I don't care. That is.
They
going
asked
up.
me to do it. I'm
That
like,
is
okay.
going up. I am definitely screen recording
This
that.
guy taking his shirt off. Shot. Look at it. You wanna see my shirt?
This is stupid. I swear.
Yeah, dude. Just had a,
Oh my god. That is sick.
Yeah, yeah. So after that, I think due to back pains, problems with my knees, and just trauma. Like after that, driving was pretty like an issue, you know, because normally I would just drive by myself, carry my drums. It's hard work, like literally, you know. You have to carry your stuff, and it's not like on the islands. You live in an apartment, you have to carry that upstairs, blah blah blah. So it took me a long time to even be able to like drive normally by myself. So around that time, I picked up that guitar that I couldn't play and started just writing songs. It wasn't even like intentionally, okay, I'm gonna write songs, but I was just trying out what I can do, you know. And a friend of mine heard one of those songs and he was like, "Can I put it on my MySpace?" And this song was "Juice Me Miss." So the guy put the song, it went viral like overnight.
Crazy.
So after that, it was history.
Yeah, 12
2 years later.
12 years ago, man.
Yeah, man.
Almost 500,000 views. Nice.
And 2 years after that, I was standing on sharing the same stage with Bruno Mars, like
Huh?
everyone. Alicia Keys, John Legend, Sting.
That's wild.
So that was the beginning of my career. And why I said it was never a choice, a decision, because for me it was just me surviving, right? Yeah. I left on a runaway type of thing, dropped out of school, went broke again, got a job, lost the job after the car crash, broke again. And all this time I was never really telling people what was going on in my life. I just,
Kept it for yourself.
Kept it cool. But when the music thing happened, I had no chance to even prepare. So being on stage at North Sea Jazz for me was, I think, for a very long time, the worst moment in my life. Why? Because I literally felt like I didn't belong there at all.
But don't you think that's just you with negative self-talk to yourself?
Whatever it is, it was real.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you say that, because there's people walking around feeling that way, like I've been doing school tours the past 2 days, and a student said in San Nicolas, she said, oftentimes it feels like grown-ups think that we do not struggle, like we don't have issues, we don't have things.
Yeah, you're kids. What kind of responsibility you have? You have no ability.
Dude, that same thing happens when people think you've reached a certain type of success in your life.
Yeah.
They assume automatically that you don't have any issues or you don't have anything to complain about.
100%.
Right?
I agree.
And in my case, again, let's break it down. Introvert, parents, made it. So
Double life.
Double life, and standing on that stage, and I'm not being me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it was a lot. So I think in 2012 was the first time in my life where I was like, okay, I'm out. Like, not only out as in stop this career, but like stop life in general, And in that moment, it was just major crossroad for me that changed everything. So for me, 2012, after saying yes to a gig here in on Aruba, that's the moment I chose, like, okay, maybe I'm wired for this, and maybe this is what I need to do with my life. Wasn't fully convinced yet, but 10 years ago, end of the year, that was the moment on Aruba. That was the moment I was like, this is my thing, you know, and I have to figure it out.
Yeah. So it's about your like a God-given talent. Like this is what I'm good at. It's what I can know. Like
Yeah.
you know, how can I build something around this talent?
Yeah.
And like going back to like what you just said, like what do you feel like triggered, or like do you feel like was like the last boiling point to be like, fuck it, I'm just done with everything? Like,
Well, you know, the to me it was literally seeing myself adopting all of the things that I hated of, you know, my upbringing, like just literally copy pasting that in my own life. So imagine you running away from something,
running away to live it.
and
Yeah, I'm in the same spotlight no matter what.
yeah, so I just started to realize that I was doing the same exact things that I despised of my past, and in that moment I realized that I knew nothing at all. I didn't know how to do life, and I didn't have anyone to talk about that on that level, like period.
I can understand you.
You know, so yeah, in moments like that you feel like, and on top of it, if you feel like you're making mistakes that you shouldn't be making, and that was my case, perfectionist, I'm like, nah man, this is too hard. Like life is too hard in general. Like and I say it in a light way, but that's how it feels.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it's like too much.
I wonder what people are gonna think when they watch this interview. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Like, dude, is it something you talk about regularly, or just like?
No, actually,
Like,
it's funny enough. I mean, the reason why I'm on the island is since I think last October was the first time I opened up about, you know, my struggles with mental health, and opening up like completely.
Are you comfortable talking about it here, or?
Yeah, I mean, comfortable? No, I'm never comfortable.
You're never
like,
gonna be
but I
comfortable
mean, like,
with it, but like,
in the spotlight. But
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it's like I think it's very necessary. You know?
People can relate. Like,
Yeah.
There are some people out there like who are probably in the same position as you were, who have the same thoughts and actually go through. Instead of like, bro, there's like a light at the end of the tunnel. Like, you just gotta weather the storm and then get through it. And once you're out, it's sunshine and rainbows for most of the time, not every time.
Yeah.
And it's like a reality thing, because it's like I'm super positive, happy all the time, but like there
all
are
the
moments where
time.
I'm like, fuck man, I have to do this shit all over again today.
Yeah.
Where like
Even with work.
that mindset is not easy to have, especially when people lean on you to be like that happy person. It's like,
100%.
all right, guys, like,
Amelia, why are you down today?
I'm not
Like,
in the mood.
bro.
You have to be like, okay, let me get into it.
Yeah.
Let me pick it up for everybody else, because
Exactly.
like you need it.
And the music I
Facts.
made back then was in a way an attempt to not do gospel because, you know, but also not to stray away too much from what I knew people would expect from a gospel, you know,
Like
you know,
some-
the
like-
offspring
yeah,
of a
yeah,
gospel,
yeah.
you know, and that was horrible, man. Like it was horrible. Point tight.
What is the relationship like with your parents now? Like,
Amazing. I mean, I have a pretty weird relationship with my dad, but that's due to like personal shit, but not bad at all. But I
You
think
guys don't see things eye to eye.
yeah, you can say.
but have you ever gotten like the chance to like express how you felt? Like, what were your things that like you felt like you didn't get from your upbringing, that you felt like maybe robbed of like certain things? Have you ever gotten to like express that to them, like face to face?
Yeah, I think so. I think so in several moments. But again, you know, I came to a point in life where it doesn't really make sense, or it doesn't really matter to like try to change something that actually became a tool for you to, create something new for yourself.
bit
But do you think it's change, or do you think it's communication where you still felt that, like, that's your reality, and I feel like you deserve to, like, they deserve to know, like, really what you have been through.
Yeah. So
It's
tell 'em to
your
watch this
it's
episode.
your thing, like, you know.
no, well, so to jump in on that, let me put it this way. I had several conversations throughout the years with my parents, and what I've come to realize, and this is not unique to my parents. I think it's unique to any parent. I'm a parent now, and that happens to me too. Like, even our parents had parents and had their own fair share of shit they went through, and their time is not this time.
At all.
So what happens is, like, sometimes you're bringing your experience to an audience that cannot understand or relate whatsoever.
It's an outdated experience.
So yes, the communication is important because I think you create an opportunity to know each other. I don't necessarily believe you get to understand each other. The understanding
That's a barrier that needs
know?
to,
Yeah, 100%.
it needs its own work.
but you get to know each other better. But I think very important is that when you do so, you have to be at the place where it doesn't matter what they do or not. Like, I always tell my dad, there's nothing you can do or not do that makes me love you more or less.
Or less.
And that was a journey on its own, and that was like liberation and healing on its own when I started to realize that, hey, my life is all about my definition of it
How you
through
see it.
action, through decisions, right? So a conversation with my parents doesn't necessarily change any of my actions or decisions, but it's more like, hey, how can I liberate you, knowingly or unknowingly, from these things? Because I think all of us, every decision we make creates a ripple effect. It creates a result, And sometimes, and sometimes, like, I know for a fact, their generation, it's difficult to admit that, hey, I was wrong, and I had to come to terms with myself. For instance, my dad is not the easiest guy to say, like, oh, you're right. And I had to come to terms with, that's okay. I'm not going to love him more or less. I just love my dad, period. And
But it's kind of not okay. I feel like we make those type of excuses for a lot of people, and we be like, okay, I can tolerate your thing because I kind of have to understand for you.
Oh, no.
And
There's no tolerance in what I'm saying, because I had to really, really make, like, put on boundaries. Like, that's why I said I have, like, this weird relationship with my dad where we're cool with each other, but there are some
boundaries.
boundaries.
Yeah.
That's it, and that's what I mean when I say, hey, it doesn't really define or change anything. So for me, how do you put it? Acceptance is not tolerance. So if I accept that this happened in my life, it's me taking my power and my responsibility to what I do with that. It's not me tolerating how this person is going to react or reacted to it or not. So and when that happened, when I came to that place, actually something really magical started to happen within my family. It's not just a relationship of, oh, you're my dad, you were supposed to, oh, you're my mom, you were supposed to, but it's not a human to another human type of relationship.
Yeah. And their backgrounds actually come from a lot of secrecy.
Yeah, man.
So back then, it's like, if you're pregnant, you can hold on to that pregnancy until you're like 8 months, and then we can announce it or whatever. Yeah. Compared to, like, how our generation is, where it's like
glorified.
You're
pregnant?
Not really glorified, but like, we're way more
out there.
open
If you
compared
don't
to,
post
like,
it, someone posts.
Yeah. Hey, but why Shark Tank estado? Huh?
yeah, no, but like, like, you see, like, the difference in, like, with my mom, like, she's like, why do you have to wear a bag?
It's just different generation.
They just live
don't
for
get it.
like
other people.
you said, like the double life of like, hey, no, we are perfect.
Yeah.
Behind the doors, it's a fucking struggle. It's like a lot of real life deep shit.
I feel like
going
it's a
on
lot
there.
of people, a lot of families are like
It's
that.
so
way.
many. It's
I'm
so
like,
many.
I'm the great, but in reality, I like people always ask me like, "Hey, Samir, like, hey, tu got bong swap." But in reality, bro, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that. I'm just struggling Saki, bro. I just don't care about putting my baggage on somebody else. You know what I mean? It's my problem to figure out. I'm just gonna tell you I'm good.
But you need to find that person you can express yourself with, because you can't keep those things bottled up.
She's sitting right there.
That's good, but you really need to have that person where you can just be like, you don't want to bombard somebody also, because you don't want to like make sure that this person, every time your interaction is always something negative and you're gonna complain and you're gonna because that relationship can also be super draining.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I
Now I have to
gotta
go.
sit here
It's
and
like,
listen
oh,
to
look,
this
they're
shit.
calling again, and this is gonna be a lot. I'm like in a really good mood right now. Nah, I can't really.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like,
actually have friends like that. Like I see them, like I know what it's gonna be about. Like I am like in such a, I don't want to hear. Like I'm chilling. I don't need that energy right now. So I'll call you later. Like, you know. I mean, they don't know that I'm gonna.
yeah, you try to like spring on good vibes and good energy to people, but it's like, it can be heavy. It can be heavy, but you need to find like, even like if it's multiple people, use social medias. I mean, there's so many like groups like on Facebook that you can like join, and like it's like, okay, this is like topic specifically for this, you know?
Yeah.
So like you can find different groups or like social things that like use social media for its like the better good, you know? I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I must say, like, what you're sharing right now are very, very good and healthy options. But I've noticed, and maybe this is my experience, but coming from a small community, you see the world also as a small community.
Yeah.
So thinking in terms of going online and I have that, and I have the I'm an artist syndrome. Like so no place was safe for me. No place.
Like, oh hey, what's up, get the Kiko? Yeah.
Literally. You know, so
And it becomes a
Do
redo
you-
also.
do
It's
you-
like, did you see? Look.
Do you have the struggle of like, oh, I gotta now be careful what I post, what I say, because people are gonna be, hey, Levi said that, Levi said that, Levi said
not
that.
anymore.
You don't care. Like you just post whatever the fuck you want. Like if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's a very like big hill to overcome. A lot of people have that issues. I sometimes have that issue.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't. If I post this, I know I'm gonna trigger a few people, and I don't want to deal with the backlash. So I don't don't post it.
I love the backlash, but I just feel like
Your jacket looks like
I love right. It's like, let's do it.
with
They fought me. They fought me in the alley, but I survived.
Yeah. What kind of alley we talking
And I'm
about?
gonna do redo on your ass right now. No, but like I feel like that's why I always like think like him and like Queenie, because like when they brought me on, they were like, I was like, look, I'm ghetto. My mouth is very filthy. I don't hold back. I have like really no filter. And they're like, that's the reason we want you on.
Yeah.
So like I can say like my good luck was that I got like my fama based on being myself, like 100%. And I feel like a lot of people don't get that opportunity, especially artists. If you feel one way and you sing about a different thing, people expect that you are what you sing about. And it's like, no, maybe I just want to make like a love song. I'm not in love, but I want to express myself that I love like something, or like somebody else can feel this, but I feel good about it.
100%.
And it's like, everybody just runs to like box you into like, that's who you are.
This is Shark's
Like,
image. Is how it's
that
supposed to
is
be.
it. Like, you
That's
are
what-
that. 100%.
That's what we had with when we had Jay on the show too. He on our episode, he's like, he literally said like, I'm so happy I get to express these things that, like, when I like he talks about his struggle, like how his ego took over, and people saw him like, no, I'm the guy pagkatalos, me tuko beast, me pagkatalos por dia. He's like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm the beast, me amikyar. If nagusta mo, nagusta. Like, I think that's what people, like, artists think too. Like, if people see you a certain way, when I see you, like, at Superfood, you better have the same attitude. Which, with him, like, you're gonna have the same fucking attitude.
Kind of, for the
But,
most
like,
part.
But some people who are, like, who hasn't, like, really find out who they are and are comfortable with who they are and be themselves 24/7, they're always gonna have to put up, like, a front
It's a
de quem anda
facade.
como artista.
Yeah.
And that's something hard to overcome, man.
It's hard. I'm friends with like a lot of artists, and like I see like the behind the
You
scenes.
see the AB.
Yeah,
You see the behind the scenes, and like even like when like them talking to me, like they say like certain things, and I'm like,
damn.
like
Yeah.
just be yourself, like go out there,
It's
like
difficult sometimes.
if you want to say fuck the world, then say fuck the world.
No. It's not difficult. I don't believe it's difficult now that I've seen how easy it is.
Yeah.
You know, but it feels difficult.
It's a
when
pressure.
You're in, when you're in that position, it does definitely feel difficult, and that feeling is real.
Another thing also, you need to have thick skin. You have to be ready to understand that whenever, especially social media, you put it out there, understand that everybody is not going to agree with you.
Yep.
And you need to prepare for them coming at everything else
But
about you.
how do you prepare?
I do, like, that's
I think
my
experience.
One of my
Just rip the Band-Aid, do it, and then you'll get some backlashes. You'll cry a little bit, but then you
one of my preparations or methods I use to like prepare myself is, no matter what, I always make sure I always post or express the negative things about me. So I'm be like, look, my fucking forehead is greasy as fuck. Like I will express, like, say my car is beat the fuck up. Like if you see my car, like it's the struggle. Like I am ghetto as fuck. Like so I will make a joke about everything that I know that somebody can come to me for, and that's already exposed. So.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say what the hell I want to say,
100%.
and when you come with some type of shit, you're gonna be like, "Oh, you're a fucking black faggot." Tell me something I don't know, Sherlock. I lived my whole life a black faggot.
You ever seen the movie 8 Mile?
Yeah.
You know, at the ending of the last battle, like exactly. If you put like your weaknesses in the forefront, if you express and expose your own weaknesses, how is somebody gonna diss you about something you've already? Even on this show, I spoke about things that I don't put out there. Then it kind of like, we're gonna say. I said something already that I've blasted myself on the show. Like, what are you gonna do?
Own your flaws.
Yeah.
100%.
I totally agree with that. And you know, I used to, I still call it, it boils down to self-awareness.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
and
100%.
you don't get to self-awareness without just, you know, applying the self and exposing the self and trying the self. You know, like if you don't try it out,
You never know.
Yeah, exactly.
know.
So for me it was difficult to know because I was, you know, doing the double life thing, like literally trying to keep up with, you know, the idea I had of what people
Expected of you.
The
me.
polished you.
Yeah, you know. So and the more I did that, the more difficult it became for me to even know, you know, who I am. So yeah.
Do you feel like you know who you are now?
No.
Yeah,
I
that was
don't.
honest.
I don't- I
I
don't.
honestly thought that you were gonna say yeah, but like you're being honest. I love it.
You have to.
No, I don't. At this point, I don't believe that you'll ever really fully know yourself.
You're always evolving, you know.
Yeah. But I'd love to believe that I'm at a place right now in my life where I feel comfortable with, you know, who I am, you know, and what I am, and I say what I am consciously.
Yeah.
Because I think that the concept of that we are a who first and not a what creates a lot of problems, you know, because who makes you think of what you do and who's your family.
It's a
and
role
where-
model. It's
you
like
know?
it's a lot of things.
Exactly. And when you think of yourself as a what you are, I think we are life. You know, and if you look at life is full of potential, you know.
I
like,
love that.
So-
Yes.
That's what I focus on, you know.
My ego is fucked again now. I'm using that.
So yeah, yeah, these are things that I don't just say, but I really believe in, you know, like yeah. Who I am is always gonna be a byproduct of, you know, where I am in life and what are the decisions I make. But at the core, we are life, and life, like when you look at life's full expression, it's inspiring. It's it fills you up, and I think like when we aim when we aim to live from that point of view, you see the magic of life within you also, you know, and that's where I'm at. I'm enjoying myself and I'm enjoying life more.
That's good, because I feel like one of the things I always tell them all the time, I'm like, I feel like one of life's most meaningful journeys is getting back to your happiest moments. because you go through your entire life just switching, changing who you are. So like when you're in kindergarten, you want to be a firefighter or you want to be this thing. And then when you get to like high school, then it's like, okay, no, that's not really realistic. I want to be this person. I have to be like the cool kid in school now.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me change my facade. So now you're trying to be this person. And then you go to a higher school, and it's like all about piercings and tattoos. So it's like, okay, let me go get these things now. And then you're 25, and now you're like, I need to be the club person.
How is this even relatable to me?
No, this is what I told you
Oh,
before.
yeah. I thought like, as in you're telling me like Samuel's
No.
like, how is this related to me?
No, because we're all
Feel
like that. We're all like that. We've all been to like
maybe.
we've all been to like
Gotta be the
multiple
With some simple
multiple
plan.
people we've tried to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
We're always adapting based on the social like environment. Like, "Tú no tienes tattoo?" I will see why I'm gonna like. Yeah, I know what you mean.
but then I feel like once you find out what is your happiest moment, and I feel like that is always takes you back to like
Yeah.
your childhood, like being a carefree kid, like doing the stuff that like eating cornflakes and watching cartoons, and like that is your happiest, purest moment. You had no worries in the world. Like that moment, you would never have it again.
I'm just thinking right now.
Ever.
This is like a deep episode, man. Like, I'm like silly. I really forget. Like, yo, I'm just talking, and we didn't even get to the music part yet.
Yeah.
Because I know you got new music coming out. Sorry, a little.
Yeah, but the funny thing is the new music is about this, you know. So basically,
So
we
We
are,
are talking about the music.
you know. So
I'm happy to hear that.
you said something. Shit, I lost it. You
What
just
point?
said something that made me think of something really good. Oh, you said deep. This is deep.
Yeah.
I've heard this throughout my whole life, and that was also a part of myself that I disliked, and the reason why I didn't like interviews. Why?
Which, by the way, before you continue, thank you for coming. Because
Legit.
if you guys did not notice, he does not like interviews. And he came here
Just
anyways.
making that
so
clear.
Thank you. Exclusive.
So
No, I'm kidding.
I'm not the going to the clubs type of guy, the party guy. But
Neither.
if I go, I'm the guy that's talking about like end up talking deep shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, Nicky Romero is doing. You know, so at a certain point, it became also something I was trying to avoid, you know, because some people don't like it.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
No, and but now that's also something I embrace. If that's my effect on, you know, people, on environments, on moments, or a talk show, so be it. You know, I'm that guy, whatever. But it's something that, you know, it takes time. You know, it really takes time to be able to kind of embrace yourself, know yourself well enough to be able to go like, yeah, I fuck with this. Yeah, I fuck with you, man.
Find your what are you?
He fucks with no filter. Let's go.
Now,
No, but I think I do believe that people should be more like like you said earlier, it comes down to self-awareness. Like if people can just actually sit down and figure out, and whatever you figure out today does not mean that in 5 years it's gonna be the same thing.
No.
Because people keep evolving the entire time. So like what I wanted 5 years ago, you think I was ever gonna do this shit? Never even thought about it. This happened because it was
Pandemic.
lockdown. I was like, damn, like was here listening to a podcast next to my girlfriend, give you credit. She's always like, you never give me credit when I talk about the podcast. Because this whole started because she told me about a podcast. Yeah, I became obsessed with, and then I was like, yo, nobody does this in Aruba. Like, we should start like a video podcast show, whatever the hell it is. And I'm like, I need something. I can't do this alone. So I'm like, yo, Shar, please come. I need the sassy little bitch inside you to balance it out. Because I'm very like, leading the conversation. Shar comes in like, yo, hey, pero ¿qué vas a hacer? ¿Verdad para darle guy así of mo? I'm like, yo, Shar, chill. You know,
even though he changed a lot, like
I
he was
did.
way more closed off, and it was like,
yeah.
like be you, because
same-
like one person on this guy can go on a stage and murder a crowd full of people. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I could never. I don't have that
Yeah.
confidence. Like the fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Like
But then first episode, he's like, whoa,
I'm like, hey
drinking,
guys.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
¿Qué le
but
pasa?
it's vulnerable.
Yeah. Because it's even right now. So I started doing like more like working at hotels on like team building, and like I'm the host. I did one recently. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had the mic. What's going on, guys? But this hand was like shit. It was in my pocket, like bro, like I was nervous because I've always been around the party scene.
Yeah.
Like, give me a mic, 15,000 people, I am the happiest kid. Put me on a chair in front of like 10 people, I will shit my pants. I was like, what do I do? Hey guys, and everybody's just looking around and like not even paying attention to me. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? They didn't even care about me. I'm like, whatever. But like, I did one this morning. It went better. I was still shaking a little bit, but like 2 minutes in, I was like, man, this is easy. Like just think
But
about.
you stepped out of your comfort zone.
Yes,
And that's like the challenge of the drive to give you like
just in life in
fucking
general.
do it.
If you don't step out of your comfort zone, you're gonna stay in the same fucking box, and you never find what real self-awareness is. Because if you don't do things like, if you always want to try a hamburger, go fucking try a hamburger. If you don't like it, then you don't like hamburgers. Go eat a fucking chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
You know.
Everybody needs to read the book Who Moved My Cheese. That's a
Moved
real
my cheese.
Yeah.
Who Moved My Cheese. And then after you read that, you need to read the follow-up book. It is like this thin,
Yeah, I know about
large
that.
large
I'm
words.
gonna check it out.
It's so good.
All
It's
right.
so good.
Listen, we're coming to an end here.
Oh wait, before wait.
Sinali,
I know, right? It went by so fast.
Okay,
wait,
but
I really
if I'm
wanna
being
talk about-
honest, like, I have to go eat. I have to host
Shut
tonight
up,
a
shut
party.
up. You have time. You have time.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Okay, I
You got
really
time.
want to know because like you mentioned this before, and it's something like I really love. So like you said, like you were thinking about going into fashion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that.
Let's like go into that
Because
like
this person right here,
oh, she loves it.
my outfit. You think that's me?
She loves
It's like
it.
you need new clothes. I'm like fuck. So I went on
Yeah.
buying clothes, thanks to him and her.
Thank God.
And I have.
Great.
You know what I wear? Black T-shirts all the time.
It
Like-
works. It works all the time.
Black everything. Always.
It does work
Never
all the
goes
time,
wrong.
but like damn.
But it's the same with stepping out of your comfort zone.
Bro, look at me. I got a yellow hoodie with like the fucking LGBTQ like.
Her.
Here you go. I got pink shirts and shorts. I got colorful shit now. Here you
Isn't
go.
life more happier? Like
Not what you're around. Just kidding.
that's a lie.
So what's the question?
What do you want to do in fashion? Like
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I'm still kind of
Flirting.
and getting to know the ropes, but I know for a fact that I would love to be able to find ways to sustainably make and create like amazing, dope fashion on the islands.
so like do you want to do like couture outfits? Do you want to do like apparel? Do you want to do like jeans, sportswear?
Well, at this point, I haven't really decided. You know what?
But there's something behind your mind because I know you like you.
yeah. Look, so what I can say is at this point, I just love the fact that let me put it this way. I'm inspired by the fact that we come from a lot of deficit in terms of options and like all of the islands. You know, even like Aruba to me is steps ahead in terms of okay, what's accessible here due to tourism and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But still, like someone that's very fashionable and fashion oriented, it's still limited in some ways. But you don't see that back. Why? Because that makes us extremely creative with how we shop around and do this, that. And I'm just curious what would happen when that same creativity is put into the production of it, and see what we can create. Because the same way we create like amazing music that feels familiar to the world but still is unique,
Yeah.
I think we can achieve the same thing in fashion. And that's something I'm very, very keen to explore, because anything we do as Dutch Caribbean community, whether it's sports or music or whatever, actually, we bring a new thing to it. So at this point, I'm not necessarily limiting myself into, okay, what would be like the genre that I'm going in, but more so, okay, how am I going to approach it in general? Because there's so much more that comes into play, when you talk any type of business nowadays. It's not only fashion, but like, okay, sustainability. How can it be circular? How can it really mean something to, the environment and whatnot? So at this point, I'm flirting with that, and also just really understanding more and more how to, start run successful businesses. Because without capital, you can have, the biggest ambitions and ideas,
Okay,
but
you
you
got
can't.
nothing. You can't start.
What I can say for now, I'm starting simple. I started with a small brand, G Miss. Also, eponymous name to my new album, and with that, I'm doing apparel. So basically, just printed on shirts. But the idea behind G Miss is, when I think about our community. Um, Sometimes it feels like there's not necessarily like a one thing that brings all the islands together aside from the the language, but even the language between Curacao and
It's an
Papiamento,
argument.
it's an argument.
No, este pro me. I'm like, bro.
Exactly,
And they stay in the car.
but not because I came with the song, but I think the name Miss, um, we all can find a home within that concept because it's like I'm Miss. Even, the Dominican slash Hollandese slash Haitiano born on Curacao or born can relate to, hey, but, in the world where I will never feel at home because of this mix, I can still be Miss, So that's something I'm pushing.
Powerful.
Yeah, and,
That's how I
and
took it too. Like, it's literally like, if I have to wear that shirt, I'm like, dude, I am who I am. You don't like
That's
it?
it. Fuck it.
literally.
That's your opinion.
Literally, and what's big, what I'm very very much excited about this brand is that, it brings even, kids of, Dutch Caribbean parents that, went to study abroad and married some dude or someone living at the other side of the world that might probably never, get the experience to live on, one of the islands, but still feels some
a
type
connection to it.
So I want to really invest in making it a brand that, feels like home to anyone that's directly or indirectly to connected to, the Dutch Caribbean islands. So, yeah.
Sick. That's a lot to think about now. You have to like really.
It's like, I mean, it's a lot of meaning behind like three
It's
letters.
a movement though. That's so good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can create so much with it. Like it's a movement. It's a vibe.
And that's what really powers me right now. I'm doing things that I care about and that challenges me because I know zero about fashion. I just love fashion. But at this point, it's like, okay, where do you start? And I think for me right now, it starts with having something that I'm excited about, but that gets people excited, people can relate to, and figure out how to do it successfully. That's it. Start.
100%. It's like me. Like, I love food, but I can't cook for shit. But I would love to own like a food truck or a restaurant. I can't cook for like if my life depends on it, I will probably die in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
I'm a chef.
Shark. Well,
Shut
actually,
up.
yeah,
I
you
am a
can.
chef.
Yeah, you can cook a little bit.
Thank you.
I can make like like ham and cheese, like it was toasty. That's my life. Little toast scoop. No bagels. Sorry, I can't cook. I'm
So
sorry.
sad.
It is what it is. But before we close off, you got new music coming out. Your new album. What can you
Get
tell us
into
about
it.
Well, geez, me miss. There's a strategy behind it, but you guys get it.
Yeah.
This album basically is, I would say, the depiction, or it's like a biopic, but the one that tells the story of the evolution of Levi Silvanie from G's Miss the song to G's Miss this album.
The album.
And even the way it's written is different. It's evolved. And this album talks about life, the struggles, my pretty much the story I've shared with you guys. My experience with coming to fame, dealing with mental health, and everything surrounded that. So this album has 14 tracks in it. It has a dark tone. to it, but still
Telling your story.
yeah, so it starts with a song called Lost, where I literally, unapologetically talk about, wanting to, end my life, and it ends with, a song called Found, where I feel like I had the opportunity to express how it is to learn to love myself for, the person I am. And the album, even though these stories sounds very deep, the album is a body of work that you can literally dance and groove and vibe.
Oh
to.
shit!
So the album is I'm excited about it.
It's not out yet?
Excited. No, it's gonna be out in
Say no
September.
more. I'm ready.
Oh, that's.
Oh wow, we have to
Bro,
wait till September.
I gotta wait, bro. I was
Say
gonna,
no
I was
more.
gonna say like
next month. I'm
yeah,
ready.
same.
No, it's coming out in September. Actually, we're still
Tag us.
working on
We'll share the fuck out of it.
on the last details. But what I'm doing right now, actually, I came to Aruba and I'm going to Bonaire and Curacao because we're going visiting schools and just having these conversations because, like I said, it inspired by the idea of if I could go back and give myself some advice.
Yeah.
So based on that, I decided to set up these listening sessions.
I saw you doing in
intimate
Holland
listening sessions. Yeah.
and here as well. I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing a bunch of those for the general public, but also mainly doing visiting schools and playing a couple of the songs and having conversations. And I just did the last one here in Aruba
A few days ago, right?
today.
Oh, but you had an event a few days
Yeah,
ago
yeah,
also,
yeah.
right? Okay.
So after this, we're leaving to Bonaire and then Curacao.
When are you leaving?
Next Wednesday, I think. Next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like in the album, did you involve your kid at any point?
Indirectly.
Okay.
So there's a song that most people think it's a love song, like
To a partner.
yeah, but it's actually a song dedicated to
Aww. That is so sweet. Choo choo.
No, I'm honestly looking forward to it.
I know,
'Cause,
I'm excited.
We were talking about
like the album. You heard it. The
How the fuck did he hear it?
Wait, what?
Oh, you were at the
No, this
listening
is
party?
not fair.
Wait, at this event, you played the whole album?
Yeah.
Cause like that's what I like. Like we had it with Rasta as well. We talk about like an album.
Let me explain.
Go for
so,
it.
like
Why was I not invited?
these.
I don't
Okay,
know. It's weird.
that-
Yeah.
that's-
Well, hey, we're gonna have to call Krish. Krish Greeny. We need to have a conversation.
Welcome to No Filter.
100%.
Where was my invitation? Porque I want to fight.
Jesus.
That is
No,
messed
so-
up.
I found out through like Christian Queen's Instagram stories.
Yeah, one of my friends texted me.
I
he's
was like, bro.
y'all can come over.
And it happened like
after, 'cause I'm
I
at
saw
an
like 2 or
event."
3 that like, yo, where is this thing happening?
I got good news though. There's
One more?
There's one more coming.
Let's hear
When
this.
is it? Because
So-
by the time they see it,
I'll make sure.
you'll be gone.
I'll make sure you guys are. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna be invited anyway.
Please. We
But-
want to be there.
So the breakdown of the event is like literally, it's all set up around creating the perfect listening experience. And what I mean with that is like from the moment you're invited, you get like no. It's explained that this is not a concert. This, you might shed a tear. You might,
I'm not gonna lie. A few times in this interview, my eyes like fuck. Like hold it in, son. Hold it in.
So you have that, and then at the event itself, it's set up in a very, very comfortable and cozy way. Like I started with these sessions in Netherlands at my home, so everything was set up in a way that people can sit on the floor, sit on the couch, lie down, and just
Listen.
just soak in the music or allow yourself to be soaked into the music, right? And there's a digital aspect to it also. You can, with a QR code, you can log in into a hidden page into my website and read all the lyrics. And some of the lyrics are even in English also, where people that doesn't understand the language can still be able to And that
Understandable.
experience, bro.
That's next
crazy,
level because that's what a lot of
crazy.
people from the ABCs are not doing. So it's like you're involving modern technology and like new innovative ways, which I think is really good.
Yeah.
It's definitely needed. So
Yeah.
true. Huh?
Exciting.
You better be invited to the next one.
Yeah, because we'll have
It's
to.
not a threat, but you know, if it comes from a shark, you can say it.
It's definitely that.
No,
See, I'm the nice guy here.
No, but we'll fix it.
Nah,
Thank
man,
you in
it's-
advance.
No, 100%. Hey,
I'm excited though. I want to see
the album,
I can't
because
wait.
like what I was telling earlier to Ross, that like for me, an album when you listen to the first song, when you go to the next one and the next one and the next one, it's like it's a
it's
storytelling.
a full story.
Yeah, well, that was partly the reason why I'm doing these sessions prior to the release. Why? Because if I just put out this,
It's not intimate.
I didn't get the conversation you had with Fred completely, but
Yeah.
I think I got the idea of what he was saying. Like, for us, there's no money in this.
You
Yeah.
weren't here when we talked
You know-
to Freddie last week.
No, he saw the episode last week.
You know, so there's no money in this for us, right?
Yeah.
So I got it.
He's like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Okay, leave that in.
Yeah. Oh, we are. We didn't edit
Oh yeah,
anything.
we don't edit.
So
that was funny.
there's no money in this.
Yeah.
So putting out an album like that to me is so personal because like I'm going all in with this album. Like everything you see, the image you see, I'm giving you everything you don't see. That's it.
That's
you know?
good.
The
good-
untold stories.
The good, the bad. That's it. But putting out an album like that means literally you're putting it out for people to go like, I like this, I don't like this, I'm gonna play this, I'm not gonna play that.
They don't
And-
understand it.
Yeah, so me being, again, the introvert, OCD, control freak that I am, I was like, we're just,
like-
we're literally going to do sessions that basically forces
Just you
people to
listen through and through.
just sit back and
Understand. Feel it. Live it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
So like
The
I'm gonna
reactions.
tell you a story out of this book. You're gonna sit there, I have a guitar, I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna tell you a story.
Period.
That's it.
That is really dope.
you know,
I'm not gonna lie. I won't cry. I promise. Bring the
It's a
cleaner.
that's the album cover.
Oh, you guys make.
This one? This one? Who's that? That's you? No way.
The black and white middle picture.
The middle one.
But
That's the album
That
cover.
doesn't even
how long
look
ago
like
was
you.
this? You were like probably like isolated in a cave or something before you came out. Like, what the fuck were you? What do you mean? Look at this. Like, I bet you
Who is this?
he's got a little mustache action
Oh.
going.
Okay, now I'm even more like into it. Jesus Christ.
Where is this?
Wow.
I'm
Look
not.
at you.
Look at me going through your shit.
Stop doing that.
No, I'm looking at his Instagram account. Shit. I was like, where is this event?
Yo, but yeah.
Dope,
So
man.
crazy
Great cleanup. I
project.
like it.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I
Who's your barber?
I take it from the greats. You know, for me, this is not just a music project. It's an acting project. It's a fashion project. You know, a creating with other people project. It's a trying out, you know, innovative techniques and you know what can you do. So for me, that's the way I step into everything I do.
And this raw picture, it like I feel like it embodies just me, Miz. This is just you,
Yeah.
chilled out, home, introvert, being yourself. Like
100%.
you're a perfectionist, but like this is you being not fuck the perfection. This is just me, Miz. Like 100%. So like
Full stop.
I love it. I'm excited. Like for real, for real.
I'm actually gonna be in Holland in September.
Well,
Are you gonna have like a little release party and good?
that's the plan.
Let me know.
Okay,
You're-
this is
you're-
the last. This is my last plug. Can you make a song with Kev, please?
Is every are you?
The Dutch rapper, you mean?
No, is he a rapper?
He just sings.
The guy
he
from
raps, he does
Bonaire.
I just love him.
No, Kev.
Oh,
Or,
Kev.
Kev, like
Kevin.
this guy named Kev.
Oh, that Kev. Sorry. Yeah. Why not?
Do it, okay? Thanks.
he's
They're-
telling
they're-
everybody
I think
because he's
they're-
obsessed with that guy right now.
I think they're on Curacao right now. I might meet them there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
They're actually he's well. I know May 14th for sure. He will be in Curacao. So I don't know if you're gonna be May 14th in Curacao.
There
There you
okay,
go.
no, I
There-
definitely want to go to Curaçao.
There's
I'm going.
the
Fuck it.
BFF concert, the Young concert.
actually I want to be there.
So there you go.
Let's go. Okay, I'm going. Fuck it. I'm
Talk
going
to
to Curaçao.
I'm gonna text Queenie tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to Curacao. My job
We're-
already
yo,
on vacation, so
We're supposed to be going as well.
I'm going on Cur. I'm staying in somebody's hotel. I'm gonna find a friend there. I'm going.
Sugar daddy.
Stop. Stupid. It's not true. Stop.
Oh please. All right,
Stupid ass.
we gotta close up,
Yo,
baby. Oh shit, dude, this conversation was so good.
we forgot our sponsors.
All right, wait, guys, before we leave, big shout out to Amster Bright, our sponsor for the show since day motherfucking one. Roma Trading.
Meow.
Anytime now.
We missed
Not
that.
showing up. Cool.
Missed that.
Roma Trading is our sponsor, guys. Thanks for supporting our show since day numero uno. Guys, every single week we give away a box of Amster Bright. All you got to do is go on Instagram, look up No Filter in Paradise, follow us, tag 3 friends. It's a picture of the 3 of us.
Meow.
Tag
Double
3
tap.
friends. And on Friday, 8 p.m., every single Friday, we select a winner. And you can drink on the weekend on us, but obviously drink
Responsibly.
very responsibly. All right? And make sure if you're driving, get somebody to drive for you. Cool?
Peace and love. Namaste, guys. Sorry.
Jesus.
Like if you're
Baby,
really drinking, like
Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming on this interview, although you don't like interviews. And
No, I enjoy this. I don't like
You did?
interviews. I enjoy this conversation.
really?
come through.
See, guys,
and we
come on
have
the
to do a part
show.
2 after September.
Definitely.
As what?
Definitely.
After the album, like we need to do
A
like
part 2, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll do it with you, just you and I in Holland. Shark can watch from the sidelines.
Come on.
That's
no.
not in September. That's not in September. So.
No, well, the album comes September. I'm gonna be in Holland in September.
And nobody's gonna watch that. Like,
People watching
That's
for him.
only if the release event is gonna be in Holland.
Thanks, Daniel. Hey, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm in a room with Shark.
if you
No,
want, we can virtually put you in.
I'll
but
be there like in fucking somewhere in Albert Hain. Like, hey guys, what's up? I'm here.
We'll probably even mute your mic. Who knows?
Nah, hey, but really, thank you for your time. I hope
For
you enjoy
real.
the rest of your days in Aruba. And yeah, anything you want to plug real quick, like anything.
No, I think it's been a pleasure.
Awesome.
That's what I can say. I enjoyed this.
All right,
Is it-
guys,
Come through.
thank you for coming, Shark. Guys, we'll see you next week. Peace.
Ow.
Take care, guys. What a great deep
was gone
freaking
as a
conversation.
boss.
I love it.
Yeah,
Look,
for
talking
real.
like they
There
know
were
me,
moments
they
that
don't
I was
know
like
the
zoning
heart.
out and
I'm
forgot
like
that
Owen
like